I like the Scout class, and I think one of the reasons as to why I like him is his simplicity. You run fast, the other classes aren't as fast, use said fast to get close, and shoot hard with shotgun. They die, you run away, rinse repeat until you die and rage and chat like a child. It's a simple cycle for a simple class, and because of that, in my opinion, I think Scout is probably the most balanced class in TF2. Like, call him and his players annoying, they are, but I don't think you could call Scout's base kit and design overpowered or underpowered. It's all up to your skill to really carry your weight. But all that goes out the window when Valve decides to give him new toys. Scout himself is such a well-balanced class at his core that one wrong item can skyrocket his effective power, besides like the fucking sun on a stick. But that's like saying the only bad car is the one without a catalytic converter, like we fucking know already. One of those weapons was the Babyface's blaster, and now in its current state most people think it's doo-doo feces. And it kinda is, but it has its moments, to the point where I can't say I don't like it, and I can definitively call it Scout's definitive best bad weapon. Did I just fucking say definitive twice? What the f- Before we talk about the weapon itself, we need to go back to the ancient times. 2012. The BFB, the bad fucking bun, was simply way too oppressive for anybody who was already good at Scout. Before, you can just speed blitz through an entire enemy team with no opposition since you didn't lose your boost on hit. That's right, you could just be your team's Energizer Bunny and just keep going and 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 going. Naturally, being able to storm the entire enemy team at Mach 25 and said Mach 25 could only be lost when you jumped, which, you know, you could always just not do, was really fucking annoying to fight against, and Valve took notice and made this gun bite the fucking curb. The BFB's current stats as of November 23rd, 2024 at fucking 5 p.m. What the fuck? The gun's current stats are, on hit with any weapon you build up your boost, which increases your maximum speed up to 173%, when you need 100 damage outright to just hit your maximum boost. For the sex havers out there, Scout moves at his regular base is 133%, so that is a pretty significant boost. At the expense, though, you get 2 less shots in the clip, and you start out 10% slower. So your team will probably think you're a spy, because nobody uses this gun. Why are you weird? You still lose your boost when you jump in midair, but now you also lose it when you take damage. Which, you know, that sounds fair, let's just quickly look up how much damage. Oh yeah, you lose 4% per damage point. For all you, not mather peoples, that means, carry the 5, 25 fucking damage for you to lose all of your boost. Here is a list of things in TF2 that does more than 25 damage in one instance. Every Scout primary at close to even somewhat mid-range. Every Scout melee except for the Fan of War and Rap Assassin. Every rocket launcher, even at long range to an extent. Yes, I'm doing everything. Every single shotgun available to any class that can have them. We're just gonna move that into the background here. We'll let that bit go on while we move on. Yeah, Valve sent this weapon to HE double hockey sticks and just never looked back. But I still fuck with it, mostly because it syncs with my already established playstyle. That was the transition, by the way. Transition the fuck. I believe I mentioned this in the Goober's Guide video, but I play Scout a bit differently than your average Bostonian. I tend to jump only for mobility purposes, from getting one place to another easier, or in the middle of combat, I only do it to really throw off somebody's aim, like if they didn't see me coming, yeah, coming from the fucking sky will sure to freak them out, or I'm going in for the kill shot, because it makes, when you jump, when they're already alive, they can just put their crosshair where you're going to land, and then they'll be like, okay, I could just take the damage. So yeah, that's it. I'm a very boots to the ground scout player. I just be walking and shooting. And the Babyface Blaster facilitates that playstyle really well because it fucking super glues your punk ass to the ground. Because if you double jump, there goes all of your boost, pal. You need to stick to it so you can keep that speed always going. You basically have to play hit and run. Oh, hold on a second. Past H-Man. Looks like even more past H-Man is almost done with that fucking stupid bit about listing every weapon that does 25 damage or like other thing. It's almost done. Let's zoom back in and finish. And every sniper melee, every spy revolver within mid to close range, and holy fuck, every spy knife. Man, this bit was just fucking not worth it. Yeah, nigga, it wasn't. Let's get back to the actual video now. Fucking crap. You have to play hit and run with a smidge less hit because honestly, I think the bigger downside is that fucking minusing 2 shots. But you have a bit less hit, but you have infinitely more run. So there are so many times where you can chip somebody down in a fight, then you just leave because you got full boost, and then you just come back again in the place that they don't expect because you're so much faster than them. It's awesome. Basically, your scout spotlight moments last way less than normal, but they burn twice as brighter in the enemy's eyes. Now, you see, this would probably be the portion where I give you loadout recommendations to use to make the BFB shine better, but sorry to burst your bubble, but since Scout is the most balanced class in TF2, you can run this with literally any weapon that Scout has besides like the Winger or the Atomizer, since those also try and up your mobility for jumping, but you know, you can't jump. So unless you really want to use that Winger to get more out of your one jump that you can use, just run the BFB with whatever else you want. However, I would be remiss. I always wanted to say that online, dude. Now I'm a real pretentious ass internet nigga now. Anyways, I'd be remiss to not mention the 2 standout loadouts for the BFB though. The most popular one is the bleed set, and I can't really blame it for being the most popular. It works. Remember how I said any weapon can fill up the boost in the Babyface's blaster? Well, if you snag up one person with the flying guillotine or chip a bunch of people with the rap assassin ball, you can passively fill up your boost and get gradually faster in the middle of a fight with somebody, which can really fuck them up. And since they're bleeding, they're also like, it is really satisfying to bleed an enemy dry only to run at them at maximum velocity with a shotgun high five right to the fucking face. My only issue is that I hope you're willing to switch your mind to demo man settings for a second to actually hit the ball in the cleaver. Like, no joke, getting the footage for this, I was sucking just straight ass in the beginning of getting the footage for this, but I eventually got with it and it was really cool to have. If you're wondering, why didn't you just throw it at close range? That's what the shotgun is for, you fucking rube. Anyway, solid 8 out of 10 loadout though. Now, if you're looking for something a bit more evil and interesting, then I recommend this, where you use the Babyface's blaster and the candy cane. For extra nightmare mode, you can use the fucking milk, but you can use the pocket pistol. They're meant to be together anyway. The whole point of this set is to basically make your life even more dangerous, because now not only are you slower, soldiers and demomen can rip you in half by breathing on you, but you get more reward by becoming faster and dropping a bunch of health packs. It goes pretty hard, and it's really fun when you do actually have everything work out. You basically become an unstoppable snowball until somebody, breathes in your fucking face. Normally, I would be wrapping up the video by now, but I'm actually going to use this section to make a formal decree to Valve if for some reason anyone at Valve is watching. Please just buff this fucking thing, man. Like, before I thought any weapon rebalance things was just a complete fucking pipe dream. I was ready for it to never happen. But then, out of nowhere, they fix a bug with the gas passer not registering people as wet.
What a bunch of hippy-dippy baloney.
I am not buying that malarkey for a second. I am calling complete and utter poppycock, Valve. You're telling me that in the time it took from Jungle Inferno all the way to now for you guys to notice that as a bug and be like, well, you probably get somebody to fix that. You guys couldn't have slid that in the Blue Moon update where you turn the short circuit into a fucking Dragon Ball Z key blast unasked for. Nobody was like, you know what I think? The short circuit really needs to be fucking a giant key ball and shit. No, nobody fucking asked for that. But you guys couldn't fix the fucking gas passer into this, bro. Come on. I'm just going to take this as some community members have maybe been disguising certain weapon rebalance things as bugs or whatever it is. Just have it be done to the babyface's blaster. I have two proposed changes, the simple one and the not so simple one. Simple option, just increase the fucking damage needed to lose all your boosts to be like somewhere between the range of 75 to 100. I think 90 would be fair. I think that's like, you know, that takes a bit more, and you only take more than 90 in one instance if you're doing something really stupid. And hey, maybe if you're in that scenario, you can easily recover some of the boost lost. And hey, if you think that's just too strong, then we can nerf the weapon, and now you need like 150 to 175 damage to get the maximum boost. More effort to get the rewards, and they're not punished that hard for taking damage, which is something that will happen because you're playing a fucking first-person shooter. Like, ugh. The not-so-simple option. I want to make video games for the future, so I kind of want this to be fair and balanced, but if it's ass, then let me know in the comments. So here it is. Increase the damage needed to lose all your boosts to be 75, and keep the damage needed to get the max boost to be 200. Instead of losing boost when you mid-air jump, you can't mid-air jump. That's right, I'm taking away Scout's double jump. I know that's stripping a smidge of his identity, but I feel like his grander identity is the fast shotgun man, which is what this gun is leaning more into. And to definitely give you a bonus as to stay your ass on the ground, increases the fall damage you take by like 15%. However, for the buffs that this has, we're going to bring back that accuracy buff that this gun had for a little bit, but it's only going to be 25, not 40%. And another bonus is that when your boost meter is full, your reload speed also increases by just 30%, but only when you're at full boost. Something to properly reward you. Keep the smaller clip and the slower movement speed on start, though. That's fair. So I think that's it. All in all, even Scout's bad weapons have their moments. Like, who hasn't enjoyed a time where they actually got a crit kill with the fucking sun on a stick? Or maybe the shortstop came in clutch in mid-range. Or actually you got a good escape with the bonk atomic punch. And the Sandman... Actually, no, fuck the Sand. And the Babyface's blaster is no exception. I love turning into Sonic the Hedgehog with a gun, only to lose it all because a sniper, like, clipped me a little bit for across the map. Will Valve ever fix this gun? Nah. Will my ass still complain about it? Hell yeah. Now get out there and shoot people while being fast, and avoid them breathing on you, dog. Hello, hi, yes, I have, made a video of not goofy length and shit. Basically I literally started, like, the beginning of this video right when I started the fucking Persona video, and then big gap happened, visited my wife, that was pretty cool. We're not actually married, but visited wife, then Thanksgiving happened, and then so this pushed that video back. But it's out now, and I like it, and I hope you did too. Like, subscribe, do all the didgeridoo. Okay, bye.